Let me check this one. Okay, yeah, so I'm going to share my screen. Entire screen share. Okay, please confirm if you can see my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can see it, Mr. Max.
Okay, cool. Thank you very much. Okay, so as you know, we always go to netacad.com. We go to netacad.com to check our learning system. So when you're here, you go to login and login, you click, and it's going to ask you for your email address and your password. So you enter the email address you sent to me, and the password is that password you created. So this is the email you sent to me. Then when I did register you, you receive an email to create your own password, and you add it here and click login. Okay, so now you're here, and this is our course, IT Essentials in Class 2. You will start. Okay, so when you see chapter 1, if you want to hear the course, you click on Launch Chapter 1. Or if you're ready to do your exam, you click on Chapter 1 exam. Or maybe Chapter 2 exam, and you see. So at the end of each, when you see a chapter, we have where you click to view the content of the chapter. And when you're ready to take the exam, you click here. So today we'll go to chapter 3. So we click on chapter 3. When you click there, so here we can see advanced computer hardware. You can close to make it bigger. So what are you going to learn? Introduction to advanced computer hardware. Then boot the computer. When you power on your computer, you can see that it takes maybe 1 minute to show your desktop, because in the background, post on self-test. It's going to check if all your components are okay before you can start working. If something is faulty, it will tell you. Then you have a video for the BIOS. The BIOS is the program of the system where you can change. For example, if you want to change the date, or you want to put a password, or you want to, anything you want to tell the system, the hardware, yeah, we go then to the BIOS. Then we'll check the power again, because we deal with power. You'll have a bit of electrical engineering classes. It's just to have an idea. Just read the wattage, voltage. If you did physics in high school, it's the same thing. So what is good, after each section, you have a video, and you have a quiz where you can check your understanding. After that, advanced computer functionality, the CPU. So anything we did last session, we'll go a bit deeper here. will give you more. Remember, you should know all these before, if you want to get to be a cybersecurity analyst or a network engineer, this is the basics we should know. Even if you want to be a programmer, the basics we should know. Then we'll check all these things. So at Scalabrini, I'll bring my small PC so that we can also check what is what. Okay. After that, computer configuration inside, you'll see how to upgrade your computer hardware. If you want to change, or maybe you're having iPhone 10, you want now to put iPhone 15. We have some rules and some steps. In case someone says, "Oh, my laptop is too slow, I need a faster laptop," you can sometimes check the speed of the CPU or maybe the RAM. So you can increase, you can buy more and put there. So we'll see how to upgrade a PC or a laptop. How to protect a PC. So we have some rules. You cannot just come and play around now. We have some rules. If you follow the rules, everything will be fine. And at the end, you'll get a summary of everything. So it's quite interesting. It's very, very interesting. So let's check what we can go through with. Let me check. Did I allow people to join? That's 15. Okay, it's fine. So it's written here, a technician knowledge must extend beyond knowing how to assemble a PC. You need to have in-depth knowledge of computer system architecture and how each component operates and interact with other components. This depth of knowledge is necessary when you have to upgrade a computer with a new component that must be compatible with existing component. So you have your house and you want to put a floor on top. Is your current house can support how you can do? That's why we need an architect, because we study the physics, we study what. This chapter covers the computer boot process. When you power on a PC, it's going to think, to check before you can start working. So this chapter covers the computer boot process, protecting the computer from power fluctuation, especially telecom, ESCOM. When power is off and when it's come back again, it can come very, very strong. So here they'll teach you how to protect your equipment. And also in companies, we have something called UPS. So I think in this, UPS is here already, okay. Uninterruptible power supply. It means, so it's a device in a company, even if ESCOM is off, all the PCs, they cannot go off like that if that device is there. Because that device will keep a bit of power, so that some people can try to quickly save what they need to save before it goes off totally. You can work for 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. It depends on how big, how powerful is that UPS. So for us as IT technicians, it's very important to know any technical stuff in a company. That's why this chapter will explain a lot of stuff. You will also learn about the computer boot process, power on self-test, conducted by the BIOS. So what the BIOS is, basic input-output system. will show you what is it and how it works. For example, here I'm going to show a video, YouTube. If I go to YouTube, and I put a log on PC BIOS, but in NetAcad, everything is there, just because I'm giving you general stuff. PC BIOS. If I go to PC BIOS, BIOS Dell, because I'm used to Dell. Which one is nice? This one, for example. So this is a PC, for example. And when you restart your PC, if you want to go to the BIOS, you can either press F2 or F12. Then send you to another screen. It will send you to another screen where you can change some stuff. This is what we call the BIOS, basic input-output system. You can change system info, boot sequence, anything here you can manipulate. When you finish, you can save, you can apply and save. Or if you made a mistake and you want to bring it back to how the PC was when you bought it from the shop, then you can also do that. So in NetAcad, we'll explain to you a bit of all these things. So this is what we call the BIOS. How to tell my PC to behave in a way I like. For example, I want my PC to boot from my USB, or I want my PC to boot from my DVD, or anything else you want to. So in NetAcad, it's also well explained and all this stuff. Okay. Let's continue next. Boot the computer. You see, you have a nice video that will explain the BIOS, the same BIOS, UEFI. So we have the old way of doing the BIOS, and we have the new way, the graphical way. So in the video, we explain to you how to do that. First, so when you power on your PC, it's going to check all the components. It's like when you wake up in the morning, your body will check your eyes. Are your two eyes fine? Check, green, good. Is your brain okay? Good. Going to check your heartbeat, okay, heart is okay, lungs are fine, okay, your legs are fine, arms are fine. Then he's going to say, okay, your entire body is okay, you can wake up and do whatever you want to do. If your body check, you say, headache, you cannot go to work today, take medication and sleep. You see, now you cannot work. So this is what the post does. You're going to check all the components on the PC before telling you, yes, now you can start working. So yeah, it's going to check, you see, auto detecting, port, it's checking everything. The keyboard, the mouse. If there is something wrong, it will send you a message. For example, if you have a headache, one beep. If you hear one beep, it means I have an issue with my video or what, you see. If you hear 5 beep, means the processor has an issue. I need to go change it, fix it, or do whatever. You see. So these beeps are very important. They tell us what is wrong in the PC. So you'll get time to check that. The CMOS, it's a kind of battery inside to, even if your PC is off, it will get the time up and running so that your time will be always on. The small battery. Yeah, what is it here? Okay. Yeah. So this, even if your PC is off, it will keep some settings in the system on, like the time. What's that action required? Yeah. So here we'll explain the BIOS and the CMOS. We'll try to explain both terminologies. The UEFI, it's a new way of doing the BIOS. It's like you have iPhone 10, now we have iPhone 15. We have new features, new things you can do. You see, you can see the temperature, you can see the voltage, but before you couldn't see them. Like in our video here, you cannot see. This one, the old way of the BIOS. With the new way, you have more tools that you can use. So we'll explain that also. When you are done, you check your understanding. BIOS, what is the BIOS? And you check each one, and you check your answers. Okay, now you have here a nice video that will explain a bit how to configure. Okay, you can get you'll get time to watch it many times, and all this stuff. Everything is done via the BIOS security. If you want to put a, a password before someone starts using your PC, like here in the Dell here, you have a security, security here, where you can change some stuff there. So in that video, we'll explain a lot of stuff that are a bit useful. Now, maybe you have Windows 10, and Microsoft says, okay, now we have Windows 11. You can upgrade. So we have some ways to upgrade the firmware. You can download from Dell website, or you can download from a USB and also upgrade. Nowadays, everything is done via softwares. You download and you install it directly, and it will fix anything else. Then you have your quiz. Everything is very important, and we do that in companies. We do all of them, like TPM, it's for security. We will explain on top of them. How to install Windows? It's very simple. You install your DVD, click next, next is going to install. It's fine. You can check. Yeah, one day I'll bring also a laptop where we can also install Windows and do some stuff. Any questions? If you have questions, because I'm teaching, just unmute yourself directly and ask your question.
Hello.
Okay, now electrical power. Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
So you tell us your name first, huh?
yeah. So hello. This is Abdul. I'm sorry I'm late. I wanted to ask.
Okay.
With the is it like when you're doing the installation? Is it like a physical? Do you do it physically, or you can also like download the Windows like on the laptop?
Yeah. So we have two ways. And Bijou, I saw your name, and so And so after Abdul, you can ask a question. We have many ways to install Windows. You can, I'm going to show you here, Windows Assistant. Yeah, so Windows Assistant. And you see Windows 10 Update Assistant. So when you click on it, download the Windows Update Assistant. So when you download, so if I have my PC now and I want to update directly, I click here and I click update, and the system, before you do that, back up all your stuff, save everything first, then it will update. Or you can create a DVD or a USB, a bootable. Then you click the download tool. You can read here a bit. Then you can save it on a USB or a DVD so that you can plug in a PC and boot it from your USB or your DVD. So in one session at Scalabrini, maybe next time when we go, I will do such thing. I'll bring a USB bootable and we'll do that.
Thank you so much.
Okay, no problem. It's good to ask questions. I mean, I like questions. Bijou, I saw someone, Bijou Amuri Malilo. Question?
Yes, yeah. Yeah. I'm
Sorry,
sorry.
if I have not pronounced your name properly.
Hello?
Yes, a question, yes.
Hello?
Yes,
Yes,
we can hear you.
I wanted just for you to, yes, I wanted just for you to come a little bit about update the fairway. I
The
didn't understand
firmware.
it properly.
Okay, the firmware is a program to upgrade. For example, let's say the system we are using now is Windows 10. And now Microsoft says, okay, guys, you know what? We have new update called Windows 11. If you want to go there, install that software and it will be fine. So I'm going to show you something. For example, for Dell drivers. If you have a Dell PC, sorry, sometimes I have some connectivity issues. You can, for example, here Dell update, or here you can click here. And the PC will try to detect your PC first. With me, I don't need that. I go to CMD. So if you have a PC and you want to check the serial number, there is a command I'm going to show you. The command is wimic BIOS get serial number. On any PC, if you want to check the serial number, you can either check on the PC there is a sticker, or you can come here and check the serial number. Yeah, and this is my serial number. I take it, I come here, so that it will find the correct drivers for my laptop. I come here, it's going to check. You see, he knows now the type of laptop I'm using, my serial number. Now he's going to check the correct updates or drivers or softwares for my. We're going to check. Now I can come here. And you see, always, this one is critical. So I need to download and install. Always, guys, are critical. So a firmware, it can be a software that grabs everything here. Mr. Max, this is a firmware, and inside that firmware, that software, you have new video drivers, new what drivers. So when you install it, you're going to upgrade. So all the new features of my of Dell will be upgraded. You see, always they have been created in May 2024. So if you bought your laptop last year, 2023, you need to install all these drivers. So the whole package can be called a firmware, and when you download, it's going to install straight for you. So anyway, thank you for your question. I'm going to download all this stuff because this one is a new laptop. So all these things I need to download and install. Yeah, especially what is in red. Any other questions? So to upgrade the firmware nowadays, it's done graphically, and you download the software and you install that. Okay, we continue. Okay, the electrical power, you can read this one is not, it's a bit of physics. Don't spend too much time, just to give you an idea. Sometimes at the back of a power, a PC that is on and off, to make sure it's on before you power on. If not, it won't work. A bit of physics. We study all these things in high school. So yeah, you can just check in the. Okay, this is a UPS. So this device, if you have it in your company, if ESCOM goes off, this device will still get power for all your devices for maybe 1 hour or 2 hours. It depends how full it is, how big. So this one is very important to know. And you can check after reading everything, you can check your stuff. Okay, here, CPU. Okay, if there is something very important, I'll tell you. Okay, the CPU is the brain of your PC. It's where the PC will think and calculate, do calculation. So if you buy a faster one, here you can type CPU family. We have Intel, we have AMD. And maybe CPU families and features. You can do some research, you read, you document yourself. If you can't read, you can go to YouTube, you type your question there. We have some nice guys, we do some nice videos. So let's check this document. Okay. Okay, this one is not good for us, but we have Intel and CPU family list or per generation, for example. Yeah, Intel. Okay, let's check here. So in IT, you must be curious, do some research. You can go to YouTube to get more info. This one is taking longer. It's my, yeah, so you see here, we have Intel Core processor and what. Okay, anyway, you can do some, you can do your research and did I allow this guy in? Let me see, admit. Yeah. So the CPU is the brain. The faster, the quicker you can get your answers. And because he thinks too much, we need something to cool it down. We need the fan to cool down. So we have two fans, one for the power and one for the CPU. Then you can check your stuff here. Red, if you want, you can skip this one, but it's good to have an idea. If you have many disks in your PC, maybe 3 disks or 4 disks, then yeah. Okay, let me check. Yeah, so this one can read a bit. So it's about hard drive, how many hard drive, and how we're going to communicate. That's what we call the read. If you only have one hard drive, it's fine. You just need that. Okay, this one is not too much important. It's yeah, you see, for example, sometimes in companies you have big servers where you need a lot of hard drives. Then there is a system to manage all these hard drives. You have stripping, way, or mirroring, parity. You can just read to have an idea. But normally, if you have a PC with only one hard drive, you don't need that. This one is for big PCs, big systems. So we have level 0, level 1, what do we do? Yeah, just read to have an idea, that's all. And you can check your understanding. Don't spend too much time on that. Then the port. This one we'll do at Scalabrini next time. I'll show you all the ports and what we do. So remember we did the cabling. I did show you some cables. So each cable can fit somewhere. So in the old days, we had this PS2 port for the mouse, the keyboard. Nowadays, we have USBs. So legacy in the old way. Nowadays, everything is more USBs. And video and graphic port. Will show you some stuff. This one is a USB type A, the normal one we know. Mini USB. I did show you, but I'll show you again at Scalabrini. Mini USB, what they do. Or type B. We have micro USB, what they do. Type this one for the printer. Type C, the new cell phone chargers. So I'll be back in 1 minute, please. Question. Ba Samboa Kasongo Aaron. Oh, Aaron. Yeah, Mr. Aaron. Yes. Question. No question? Okay, we continue then. Yeah, so we have different types of USBs, what we do, why to connect them. It's very important. So at Scalabrini, I'll show you again the cabling. I'll bring the mini PC, we'll check the port, and also a USB to see how to install Windows 10 or Windows 11. And yeah, you can also check these ones. The explanations are here in a picture. You see, this one is to connect into the motherboard. Always. So if you see something that you cannot, you need more info, you can copy it. You go to YouTube. You can come here, and on top here you tap YouTube. You tap, and you can get some videos with more explanation or something like that. What is it risking? Search. Okay, anyway, so you know how to search in YouTube. Yeah, yeah. Like here, how to add. So be curious, make your own notes, your own summary. Don't study too fast. The fast is very easy. But you must know yourself, your stuff, so that when you go for a job interview, we ask you questions about the general IT. You see, so we have more videos here that can help you. You see, SATA, you see, it's very important. In IT, we always do some research, always. And some other connectors, the network cables, the RJ45, it's for the big PCs network. And then we have a RJ11 for telephone. This one is for telephone, the old telephones. So it's very important to know for our own knowledge. Okay, here we'll explain a bit of cabling. Don't spend too much time. And you can test your note. When it comes to monitors, the screens, we have different. Okay, this one I'll show you at Scalabrini. Please remind me anything I should show you. Please note that, put it down so that when we meet, you are Mr. Max. You wanted to show us ABCD, then I do. The monitors. I'll do some demo. For example, if you have two screens, you can use your docking station that I did show you. Docking station, Dell docking station. And we'll display. Okay, this one I did show you on Scalabrini. If you have many monitors, you can use a docking station. And monitors. So if you have two screens, you can go a docking station here. And we also show you how to do the settings. You see. If you have three monitors, how to do the settings. You see. So be curious, do some research. Okay, all of these I'll try to show you a bit at Scalabrini physically. Computer configuration, let me check. Okay, these one are some guidance, some steps to follow in case you want to upgrade something. If you want to change your CPU to put something stronger or faster, they explain to you how to do, where to go. You can see where to go, you'll see something like that. If you want to change your hard drive. Nowadays, we don't do that anymore. So we buy them once for all. But we never know where you're going to find a job. That's why it's good to have an idea. Or you can go to YouTube, how to change my hard drive, how to change my hard drive. hard drive, PC or laptop. And we'll show you a lot of videos also. You can check, and if you want to change the keyboard, the mouse, okay, all these things are very small, are very easy. Keyboard, mouse, power supply. Okay, this one we don't touch. We don't touch. You just call a technician to fix, or you send it to Dell, to the manufacturer, or HP, and will fix for you. That's why it's good to have when you buy something, you buy a maintenance plan like this one, you see. Support service. In case I have an issue with my laptop, I have a guarantee for 3 years. So if something doesn't work, I call them, they come, they fix for me, straight done. But in the old days, we used to do all these things. Okay, this one, how to protect your devices. If you have some inks you're not using anymore, how to dispose them, don't leave them around. Your cartridges for your printer, you're finished, put them somewhere. So here they give you some advices how to manage all this stuff. We call it how to dispose all stuff that I'm no longer using. And after that, you have a nice summary of everything we did. A very nice summary, I like it. Then also you have your quiz to test your knowledge. You can do it many times. You can reset it and do it many times. So in NetAcad, if you do your exam, chapter 2 exam or chapter 1 exam or chapter 3, and you didn't do well and you want to retake, you can send me a message, "Hi, Mr. Max, please, can you reactivate my chapter 2 exam? I want to do it again. I didn't do well." And I can re-enable for you for any exams. Okay, what else? Now we go to chapter 4. So chapter 3 was advanced computer hardware. Now chapter 4 is preventive maintenance and troubleshootings. In case something is not working, how are you going to fix it? That's why it's good to study at least 2 hours per day. Me, sometimes when I was studying from 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. I sleep early, 8 o'clock or 7. Then I woke up early. I study when everything is quiet, 3 hours. It seems like I have a connectivity issue. What else? So in the meantime, any questions? So maintenance, troubleshooting. Okay, it's busy loading. Fine. Yes, Mr. Laxmi. Okay. Yes, please ask your question.
Um, when when I try to do the exam, I see on my screen it says that the exam is not activated, and this happens on all chapters. What am I supposed to do?
Okay. Let me check. I'm going to check. Normally, so you said you came here and you click on chapter 1 and it was not activated.
Yeah.
Okay, let me check. I'm going to check in the system for you. Okay, send me a WhatsApp and I'm going to fix for you.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, pleasure. Okay, we continue. Where is this guy? Okay, so how preventive and what? Okay, welcome and what here? Okay, this one is just some advices and some troubleshooting steps and a summary. Okay, here there is no big deal, only some readings. Preventive maintenance is something that is often overlooked, but IT professionals understand the importance. Cleaning, replacing. So, for example, how to take care of your laptop, your cell phone. It must be clean, must be nice. You must not put water on it. So it always things. So in this chapter, you will learn general guidelines for creative preventive maintenance program, troubleshooting procedures. Okay. Preventive maintenance. Okay, it means you must keep your PC clean. It needs some advices here. From time to time, you must open the box, maybe once a year, and clean inside. You open. In the old days, yes, but nowadays everything is well protected, well clean. Yeah. So in your company, make sure you have. It must not be too cold or too hot. So you must make sure the temperature is nice. If you have some softwares, make sure they are all up to date with patches or latest update. Like mine here, must make sure if you're not up to date, I need to download the latest versions and install. Also, if I go to software control panel, it's where you will see all installed softwares that we have. You go to programming features and you see here all the software I install and when. So from time to time, if in your company you have something called software center, you can open it. Then you will see update. You see update here. If you have a new update, it will show here and you click install. So here it's some guidelines. You must up to date, especially antiviruses. If you're not using some programs, remove them. Scan your hard drives to make sure that everything is fine. In case you have some issues, how are you going to fix them? They'll give you some guidelines. How to fix in case something is not working. They send you some troubleshooting process, identify the problem, blah, blah, blah. You can read that. And per section, we'll go deep. Like in identify the problem. For example, someone calls IT, I don't have internet. Then you must identify the problem. What's the problem? Internet access. Then you can say, okay, is it only you or everyone in your department? You're going to say only me. Okay. it means internet is working, it's only one person. Then you can go there and check the cabling and what. And if you found the solution, you can document it. You open Microsoft Word document. This is how I fixed internet issue. This is how we call it knowledge based. Always document findings. If you're in a team of 10, if you find something, if someone else is struggling, can come and see, this is how Mary fixed. You see, it's very important to document. So you can read a bit if you want to. Okay, so we'll explain more each step. After here, we'll go to next step. Establish a theory of cause. Or for example, IT, my screen in black, I cannot see anything. Where are you going to start? So here we try to give you some guidelines. So anything related to a screen, for someone to view a screen is the RAM. But first check if the cable at the back of the monitor is connected. If everything is connected, you can check the RAM. Is the RAM working or what? So here we try to give you some ideas, some examples. But we learn sometimes where we work. Always in IT. PC command problem and solutions. Storage device, display issues. Display problems are often caused by incorrect settings, loose connections, you see the cabling, the cable at the back, or incorrect corrupt drivers. So we try to explain to you a bit of issues here and how to fix them. Problem, solution. Problem, solution. So you can get time to go through them. Anytime you have issues, paste your question in the group and we help you. You can say, sir, section 4.2.2.4, I didn't understand ABCD. You paste in the group and together we go back here, we read and try to help you. We are here to help each other. So that's all for this one also. Just some recommendations, some guidelines. After that, we have a summary. I like this one because at least it's going to summarize everything properly. Then you can do your quiz to check if you understand well or not. Any questions, guys? So please study, because everything you do, we can see in the system. For example, I see who study or not. If I go to teaching, my internet is very slow. I don't know why. Let me check. It's because of the rain or what? Any questions so far? General questions or something? So if I take your class here and I go to course detail, so who did the exam already? I'm going to check. When you log on, it shows when you log on. For example, yeah, all these people did log on. See, this guy, since the 12th of June, he didn't open the system. Mr. Patience, your question?
Yes, I have a question.
Yes.
Yes, I want just to know when I'm let me say maybe I finished to study the 2 chapter, so that I want to go back a quick revision. I want to just review again very quick, so that I can progress again. What must I do?
What do you mean you can go back again and
So let me say I finished to study my 2 chapter or my 3 chapter. So I want to just review again a bit quick. So I wanna see again from the scratch again. Like me, I like to go back again and again. So I have to.
Okay, I'm going to answer to your question now. No?
Thank you.
And yeah, so if I go to course analytics, I just wait. I'm going to reply now. No?
Okay.
So here I can see who logged on the last. Some people, yeah. So if you read, I can see that you did read or not. So many people, we didn't even open chapter 2 or chapter 3. So please study. This guy, Morisho, he did everything. No? So we check everything. So please study. The system knows, the system tracks everything you do. If I go to grade to check who did an exam and how much.
Yeah.
So the system knows everything. So before the issue certificate, because the certificate doesn't come from me, it comes from the system, from Cisco. We check if really this guy did attend, did what. So here I can see chapter 1 exam, chapter 2. Only this guy, Frank, and he got a good mark. Mr. Molisho did chapter 1 exam, chapter 2 exam, very good. See. Wesley also did. See. So we track everything. Don't think that the system knows about everything. So my advice for you, if you finish study chapter 1, do the exam for chapter 1, and we are done. You go to chapter 2, you study properly. When you're ready, you do the exam chapter 2, and you are done. So chapter 1 is here, you read properly, you take your notes, your quiz summary. When you're ready, you take your exams, and you are done for chapter 1. You move to chapter 2,
Okay.
you move to chapter 3.
Okay.
Don't read chapter 1, 2, 3, then you go back again. No, you get confused.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you read when you are ready, exam.
Okay, thank you.
Chapter 2. You tell yourself maybe every 2 days, or I give myself 3 days to study chapter 1 and do my exam. I give myself 3 days to study, you see. If not, you'll get confused at the end of.
Okay.
Any other questions before we end the session of today? Marlene, question.
I need to ask a question about so on my laptop, because I'm using my application on my laptop, so I need to tend where they write the chapter and this screen that you showed, but I can't read it. I don't know, but I'm in the chapter of the course. Hi, Mr. Mike.
Sorry, I didn't get you properly.
I was saying this.
Yes, I can hear you. Yes.
Yes, this screen that you showed on your computer, on my laptop, I can't reach it. So I don't know, where am I going to join so that I can see it?
Okay. So if you want to see that, you open a web browser and you type netarcade.com. You see? You type netarcade.com.
Net.
And you press enter. Netarcade. So take a picture, and you can take a picture so that you can see properly.
Yes.
Then you're here. When you are here, you go to login on top right,
Okay.
and you click again on login here. You click on login, then it's going to ask you for your email address. You enter the email address
Yes.
you send to me or you send to Enoch. After that, it's going to ask you. And so at the end, you can send me a WhatsApp and I'll try to guide you.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay. Thank
But
you.
I
No
can see
problem.
that you log on already.
Yes, I was in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because if I go back here, I'm teaching, and I go course details. As what's your name, Mireille? Marlene.
Yes.
You see, we're connected on the 14th of June already.
Yeah.
So how did you manage to log on?
I've just followed the way that you showed before. Then I was there. Then after a moment,
Yeah.
I've lost. Yes.
Yeah, so you go to NetAcad and on the top, login, you enter your email address, you click login, you're going to ask for your password, you enter your password, then you will see, and you will see it. Okay, you can contact me after the class, it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Any other
I'm
questions?
in already. Thank
Okay, cool. Okay, guys, if no other questions, keep well, study well, and we meet again next time according to the timetable I sent to you. So this recording, I'll paste in. I'm going to create a YouTube channel, and I paste there. If someone want to watch it, you can watch it there.
Yeah.